Alright, we're back, and we have a new title screen to mark the occasion. However, we're going right into the Grim Garden, unfortunately for her. 'Cause I figured might as well take care of this now before we forget. Apologies about the GM popping in out of nowhere like that. Voice and work on another company only to stick his nose into their business. That man's got a lot of nerve. Now, Mirabelle, it's not as if this is the first time this has happened. I know I'm not one to talk in the contract I signed with him, but man, that GM of yours, shadiest bastard I've ever met. So shady, in fact, it almost circles back around to him being trustworthy again. Bro, sigh. Well, at the very least, he does always seem rather busy with more clandestine matters. But that said, I don't believe I saw him in Basel. Oh, that combat exercise, you mean? I'd heard a thing or two about that new AF model myself. No details though, so no worries. All I know, it's all supposed to be pretty hush-hush. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Bet you're only saying that because you got your own secrets. It kind of sounds like they've had a few run-ins with each other. Yeah, something clearly went down with the Thor's crew recently. Just can't say what exactly. Neither can I'm afraid. However, it does seem that they have lately departed Basel. Huh, I see. So what's the deal with that whole unauthorized access thing the GM was talking about? Oh, that? I think we explained it earlier, but... Currently, the Grim Garden's operating on a limited network that extends all the way across Marduk, the Foundation, and the Society. About 2 hours ago, however, we received a report of unauthorized access, particularly from a channel outside of the typical 3. At present, we're cooperating with the Foundation to investigate the source. Huh, so some kind of ace hacker's work, maybe? Someone outside the Society that even Marduk and the Foundation aren't aware of? We should be extra careful from here on out. It's possible they're in here with us. Agreed. Got a bad feeling about this. Well, it could be anybody. It could even be the Vestiges, or possibly just Ikaruga again. Oh, and yes, your birthday's the day after tomorrow, right? We managed to wrap up this mess before then. You mind if I drop in on the party? Well, sure. If you can manage to find some free time, we'd love to have you. When I told her about the party we held last year, she insisted she would see herself invited to our next one. At any cost, to put it in her words. Hey, wait a sec. She didn't need to know that. In that case, mind if we sing bye too? I'd already planned on attending myself, but would it be alright if the others came as well? I know there's kind of a lot of us, so... that should be fine, though I appreciate the concern. I'm sure Mama will be more than thrilled to have a few more mouths to feed. They've been planning for her birthday for weeks. Hello, Agnes. I see you're on the job with Mr. Arkwright today. He's supposed to be your #1 assistant, right? Not bad, Arkwright. I mean, if we're being honest, she kind of forced herself into the position. I'm just accompanying him on his nightly patrol at the moment. Yeah, that's all he needs to know. The swimming pool's quite nice. It brings to mind the breaks I would take when I was still at the swimming club. It certainly is a nice place to relax, I'll give you that. Though, using it has me feeling a bit guilty, to be honest. Given you're from a place known as the Hot Springs Paradise, I can understand why you might feel that way. Actually, speaking of hometowns, you guys are currently in Basel, correct? We are, yes. The city is remarkably beautiful, and their nuss-torts are delicious as well. Professor Hamilton is your adoptive grandmother, right? I'd love to meet her while we're still in town. The thing about the way you said that was... strange. He has some questions. Basel. Talking about it's got me longing for home again. It's been a while since I thought about going back. I wonder what Gran's been up to. I hope she's taking care of herself. She's been busy. So the night sky here is normal. And that makes sense, but... I guess I'm just going to have to think on this some more. I'll need to have the data we collected from EOS analyzed by the end of the night. But its contents, perhaps... mysterious. Jin, Ren, been a while since we've seen each other, hasn't it? I'll say. Haven't been in the same room together since Prince Oliver and Sherazard's wedding. Heard reason that Commander Woman were there at the time too. Is that so? I heard the prince had friends in the bracers, but it was so nice seeing everyone together again, and especially at such a lovely wedding. Is Reese doing well, by the way? Too well, even. That girl's doing a number on her Angel's coefficient. Told her she'd end up gaining weight if she kept at it, and you know what she did? Ate twice as much on the next mission. I had my freaking wallet dry. Not very tactful, are you, Kevin? Still got you dancing in the palm of her hand, I see. Hope he isn't simply putting on a facade for us. Yeah, because he knew him from back when. You know, chat like this really takes me back. Ah, LeBurl. Love to take a trip back someday. Yeah, Reese. It seems like we just keep missing each other. As for why she isn't here, however, well, it's probably best that I don't ask. Because Kevin doesn't want her there for the heretic hunting. Considering she almost certainly thought that he gave it up back in Trails in the Sky III. A royal wedding in the Empire. I happened to still be recuperating at the time, so I was unfortunately unable to attend. It would be nice to see my friends in the Empire again, as well as the Nords who nursed me back to health, of course. Already been 6 years since that shutdown incident in LeBurl, huh? Man, we have come a long way. I'd love to get Estelle and the rest of the crew back together for a meetup someday. Gotta wait for the final game. Pick the fishing spot first, out of curiosity. The bench is in the way, isn't it? I wonder what I'll catch. Yeah. Meister Jorg Rosenberg, a man once affiliated with the Society's 13 factories. And yet, I hear he's recently been appointed as Marduk's technical advisor, is that correct? Well, we did have a new associate join our ranks of late, but I'm afraid his past affiliations have remained a mystery to me. Ah, good excuse, sure. What I do know, however, is that the man seems to share a name with a particularly celebrated doll maker. That said, he isn't based at our HQ in Orid currently. Instead, he moved his atelier to a certain city-state. So he's in Crossbow? Yikes, with all those questions he's dodging, no doubt even Elaine will get one to land. If I remember correctly, you're the ones who helped the Meister move, right? Yeah, don't tell Elaine though. If she ever finds out, I won't hear the end of... Oh, actually, that reminds me. Jorg wanted me to tell you how much he appreciated your help, man. Thanks to you, he got to bring all his tools with him. He would never have been able to make this body without them. Is that right? That's our LP. Never hesitating to say what's on her mind. Sounds like you've known Jorg for quite some time already. You certainly don't lack for connections in Marduk, do you? Well then, how about this? Once we settled matters in the garden, would everyone care to take a little vacation? The Val is where the Meister resides. Or I suppose I should say to our investor's homeland. Ah, so that's where he is. Wrong city-state. Or whatever. Where the hell did that come from? That sounds like a wonderful idea. The food there's lovely. I'd have jumped at the chance under normal circumstances, I mean. Vacation time would mean more lovey-dovey time with this. But a free vacation is never actually free, is it? Indeed, if nothing else, we appreciate the offer, however. I'm from Ballas as well, actually. If you ever have the time, I'd highly recommend visiting someday. Quite a few world-renowned sweet shops call the area home, you see. You can find shaved ice as light as snow, luxurious, rich Castella cakes. And I'm sure you're familiar with their juicy dried fruits, of course. But you're just being a jerk on purpose. Man, that's all it takes, huh? Oh, the dried fruits are the best. I'm particularly fond of the dried peaches and melons. You're killing the man, LP. By the way... probably not too happy about me taking Amis out for a night patrol, huh? Never mind, it's nothing. Just try not to stay up too late, okay? You'll likely want to get an early start tomorrow. Yes, of course. Don't think you should be taking your own advice? I mean, only so much overtime you can do before your health and good looks give out. Don't stay up too late. Yes, ma'am. What's going on with Elaine and Agnes? Nothing that involves us, LP. At this point, we're just going to have to watch from the sidelines. It matters in the capital to me. Granted, things go smoothly, I should be able to link back up with you all in about 2 days. Grandpa Jorg, huh? Been like 3 whole years since I've seen the guy. Would love to pay him a visit with us someday. You know, to say thanks and all. Hey, when you get our bonus from Kevin, we can all go see him together. Bonus? Better not ask. Of our pay grade. You've really grown a lot, Fairy. I'm impressed. And considering you're only 14, the sky's the limit. You think? I mean, I feel like I'm nowhere near you and not where you and Nadia are. I'd refrain from feeding her too many compliments if I were you. Unnecessary praise isn't conducive to growth. Your standards are just too high, Kasim. How now, Fairy? Seems older siblings worrying about the younger cohorts is common in every culture. I won't deny that. Darn right you can't. I've heard Rufus is from one of the great noble houses of the Empire, though apparently his little brother is taken over as heir. Yeah, though he tries his best to keep in touch when he can, to let him know he's still alive, you know? By the way, Agnes, how's Albert handling being Student Council President? Must be rough having to fill Ren's shoes like that, especially since he strikes me as the type to shoulder everything himself. Well, I think he'll be just fine. After all, he's one of the most earnest, hardworking people I've ever met. He's always been there for Odette and I, practically ever since I can remember. I see. I know it's only been 2 months, but I'm already feeling kind of nostalgic for RMS. I've just about finished preparing everything I'll need for our time in Anchorville. But since I'm still feeling kind of antsy, I figured why not take the chance to warm up a bit. Especially since Kasim's here now. Gives us the perfect opportunity to train together. I'll think about it if you prove you can keep up with me. Of course I can. Oh, brother. They certainly seem to be on good terms lately. As Marduk's Security Division currently has no other matters to attend to, I was planning on leaving the matter to all of you, but this number 7's involvement, and the appearance of the 6 Anguis on top of that changes things. Though my assistance may not amount to much, I plan on doing little I can to aid in the risk management assessment's recalculation. What little, he says. But, is the Imaginator really that strong? I know he blocked Shizuna's attack, but... He's strong, yes, but his status as an unknown quantity is of much higher consequence. Now to see if our paths cross in the garden once more. Interestingly enough, we actually happened to run into a number of your associates in Tharbad recently. There was Muriel, the Erder sisters, and the legendary gambling duo from the rumors, yes? Really? I mean, that's what I'd heard from Muriel and the sisters, but... Lines up with what Jack and Hal told me. If you're ever looking for info, those two will have your back. Well, long as the drunk's got a chaperone with them. I see. I'll consider doing just that then. Perhaps when the rain stops, I'll... They got rain over there? Wasn't expecting to run into Yin at the garden, that's for damn sure. Ain't teaming up with us gonna have you swamped. I mean, I know Ark and Seal's on break and all, but I feel like Ashen's got you busy enough as is. Yeah, you're making sure to keep up with practice, right, Risha? You got a heck of a lot on your plate. Well, it's nothing compared to what you do, Judith. After all, imagine starring in all those movies of yours must be leagues more stressful. But in all seriousness, joining you enables me to be more proactive in matters here in the Republic, which in turn will prove useful to those at home as well, or at least I hope it will. Your love for Crossspell knows no bounds, I see. Oh yeah, I guess Sal did say something about the CPD having a playboy on the roster. Yeah, you've been dodging the subject for way too long. You ask me, I think it's time you came clean. Got all the time in the world here, after all. Please go easy on me. It would be nice to see you in at that Ark and Seal show someday. Maybe give me some inspiration for my sword dancing. I mean, that whole bouncing act of hers must have made her a real powerhouse on the stage. From what I know, there are 2 people who helped Risha become who she is today. One from Arkansas and... Well, I'll pull the answer from her eventually. After all, you've got plenty of time. Now that I think about it, it's been a while since I've been to Crossbell. Wonder how the SSS is doing. I'm sure they're fine. You know, despite being such a celebrated performer, Judith sure can be quite the gossip. Not as if I've been actively avoiding talking about the people I know in Crossbell, it's just the topic was never quite relevant. Well, it's relevant now because she's asking about it. So, what do we do now? Oh, we should check this first. No monster extermination quests. Yo, Chessmaster. Evening. Entered the dungeon.
Forward.
What do we got? The Scorched Caverns. We should probably swap, he's already in the front.
The shackled hero sets out.
Well, guess I'll take the, more interesting route here.
All right, treasure. Forward.
It's an honor working with the strongest Jaeger. Looking forward to learning from you, Hamsin.
Likewise, working with Yin and an unofficial S rank will provide invaluable training for me too.
Oh, the pleasure is all mine. We have gathered a pretty remarkable lineup.
Here goes!
No doubt about that. Imagine if we were all working together in the real world.
The CID would flag us as a threat in a heartbeat.
Guess this being virtual is a blessing in disguise.
Alright, what do we got? Powerful foes, field battles, destroy breakable objects. How was my day? My day was pretty good. I, got some work done. Usual stuff.
Wanna clear him out?
Trying to, fix some bugs. To be fair, a lot of my days are like that.
They're staggered.
What do we got?
Let's have a look.
Necrogram.
Now's the time to boost.
Well,
Go at it full force.
ideal support. Neat. We did want to see what his S-Craft is, since I don't think we actually saw it.
DLC, activate.
But we'll see it now.
Prepare.
Suffer the wrath of my foeman as flames. Over and out. Safe of Suleiman.
Boost gauge expanded.
So that's how we're going to get our big hit combo.
Carrying
Got
out
it.
my duties.
We got the 150 hit chain. Thanks.
Good stuff.
Oh, is there a 160? We could easily earn that too. Nope. Yeah, thanks, Kasim. Appreciate the help on getting that achievement. Wouldn't have been able to get it otherwise. Bunch of level ups too.
A mighty foe. Remain on guard.
Let's go.
Still the small guy here.
More to go.
Charge attack at the ready.
Big bro, it's pretty fun to play as. I think it's funny how he has a, he has essentially a regular craft that has all the flair of an S-craft. Oh, he can't boost. A shame.
Torpedoes, rain! Don't stop now, man.
What do we got?
Strut your stuff, Schwarzer.
Prepare.
Take my lead.
Need a little bit more. There we go.
I was simply carrying out my duties. So reliable it almost hurts, instructor.
Trying to see how far his slashes are. He has some big range. Is that a human?
The lead is theirs.
Okay.
You
Nice.
won't get away with this.
Jiangxi member.
Displaying information.
I guess this is a
Full force.
unknown third party.
Go all in on him.
Actually, he's a skeleton. So, yeah.
I will watch your six.
Gotta use those humanoid models.
Protect. Crystal shield you.
Activating skill.
Don't get too comfortable.
Prepare.
There.
I have
It's
secured an
yours.
escape route. Prepare.
Ready. I'll end you.
Oh, it was that move that looked like that's scrapped.
Don't stop now, Van.
It even does the whole dim the background thing.
Sword.
All powered up.
A mighty foe. Remain on guard.
Let's go.
Charge attack at the ready.
DOC, activate.
Did I say Shang-Chi? Yeah. Like a ghost, right? Of some kind, if I'm not mistaken.
Prime chance for shark
Them
deployment.
down.
Jiangxi Zhangshou.
Wings protect us.
So I guess there's multiple types.
Keep your focus.
Oh, that's actually interesting. Him using the Comsim is a buff, but it doesn't immediately let him get another turn. That's unusual. And also has a very long delay on it.
Fast, you got it. Weak. Go, Farida.
The Chinese hopping zombie or a vampire. In this game, it is a skeleton man.
Go all in on him. Take points.
Too late. Follow me up.
Now's the time to boost.
I will watch your six.
Where did you come from?
Go all in on him.
Prepare.
My chance.
Guy's just popping out of nowhere.
I will watch your six.
Here goes. DOC, activate.
I will watch your
Coming up.
One more.
Oh look,
No hiding stuff.
we can see what true Azure Sunray looks like to see if it's any different at all.
Coming up.
Turn this dusky power back to blue skies. Azure Sunray!
It's exactly the same. There's literally no animation difference. My disappointment is immeasurable. Although my days are great.
That's how it goes.
simply following my own path.
Stronger than ever. Yes, even better.
Only
DOC, activate. Enemy
A
down.
prime chance for shark deployment.
Next. DOC, activate. There.
maintain your composure.
Can't see anything.
Next. The main call, everybody. It's mine. They're staggered. Sweep them down. Here. Moving.
Well, there's that challenge. I'd like to get the remaining stuff though.
Complacent. Beginning enemy suppression. Enemy down.
Now's our chance to get a leg up.
Luminous focus. Enemy down. Next.
My treasure chest.
Enemy down.
Combat complete.
Gotta say, I really should be using Van, but I think the Grendel is actually more powerful,
Leave it to me. Here goes.
which sucks, but it is what it is. Also, what is that? Not interactable, but it sticks out like a sore thumb. Is it a bug from, like, someone's ability or something? That should have disappeared, but didn't?
Watch it. That one's big. Okay, let's go.
Now's our chance to get a leg up.
That chest looks promising. Gotcha. Take this. Have my aid.
Okay.
Time for a new look.
So full throttle. ZOC, activate.
You still only have access to Regal Beatdown. Okay.
Go at it full force.
Now we're going for damage.
Here for you.
Boost gauge limiter
Beautiful.
unlocked.
Nice. That went great.
Good footwork out there, Van.
Pick a magical weapon.
Yeah, I think Van's attacks has more, like, damage per second.
An enemy mob. Wanna clear him out?
Search. I will watch you. Take point. Ready to assist. Extra weight. Stop. Take point. I'm up. Covering you.
Frozen and burned.
Unwise decision. Go, Farida! My move now. Right on time.
Protect. Crystal shield.
Weak. Prepare. Weak. It's yours. You got it. You got it. Don't get too comfortable. Move it.
At your service.
Here.
Here. Perfect chance.
Take point.
Good job, Barry.
Greater heights await.
That chest was
Path is yet long.
Gonna nab that. Memento Orb 4. Where's Memento Orb 3?
Let's go. Not done yet. Next. It's yours. Strike now.
Lucky.
Now's the time to boost.
He does not impede. Shame.
That'll cost
Well, I guess he probably has an MP 3 on because he definitely did something.
I will watch your six.
Hunter down!
Take point.
Go for it!
Prepare.
Pass some more.
Over here!
Bring it on. Get it down.
At your service. Follow
Got
me.
it.
Passing!
Prepare.
Burrito.
I was simply carrying out my duties.
I'll catch up to you eventually,
Very
Pass.
well.
Here goes!
Alright, let's break out the pistols and then get out of here.
Be careful. That thing looks mean.
Enemy swarm sighted. Shall we eradicate?
One more over there.
Stage cleared. Job well done.
EP2 and Gaiaverse, which we don't have either of? Interesting.
Where to now?
So, buff,
Ha! Kicking it into high gear.
buff,
Ha! Kicking it into high gear.
kicking into high gear,
Ha! Kicking it into high gear.
and...
Onwards.
Is this basically the same challenge?
Let's get going.
Yeah, it's the same challenge, just different amounts. And the map is... Even though there's fog, it's actually slightly easier to see than the
High-level
other map.
threat. Stay vigilant.
I'm up. Here goes.
I think magic
Let's
will
go.
work.
Okay, let's go.
Show 'em what you're really capable of. Enemy success. Nice work.
I will watch your six.
Let's go for maximum stun then.
Take this.
Take it home, Fairy.
Sucker.
Ready to assist.
Prepare.
Sucker. I follow.
Prepare.
We're done.
Easy.
Stronger than ever. Treasure chest.
Cover you. Consider it. Nice. Moving on up.
Simply follow my own.
Magical.
enemy swarms.
Oh yeah, this guy hits you like 4 or 5 times.
Victory's ours! Get ready! This enemy's tough!
We can get one more big move off. We just do battle begin.
Have my aim. Go at it full force. They're staggered. Moving. Schwarzer.
Prepare.
Arkrok. Got it.
Perfect chance!
Activating skill. Activating skill.
Can't get complacent.
Alright, is the floor challenge done as well?
Treasure chest. I'll handle it.
Yes. So we have both of those done. Might as well just run around, collect crystals, and get out of here.
An enemy mob. Wanna clear him out?
Oh, hey, a treasure chest. Watch it. That one's big. That chest looks promising.
Beginning combat!
Dang it.
Your charge attack's ready, you know.
I think we're done here.
Hold it. That's a lot of enemies. A boost
Just
could
gonna
work here.
blow up everybody.
Stay
Weird.
on guard.
Why not? Oh, we don't have a damage dealing one.
Keep your
A little disappointing.
Thank you.
I'll help out! I'll support you!
CAC activate.
Prepare. Boost gauge expanded.
That's one course completed.
Some attack stuff.
What's next?
Alright. Boss. So, who is going to be our mysterious invader here? The supposed fourth party.
A place to refresh ourselves. Leave it to me. You got it.
Looking at the party, and he is missing equipment, isn't he? I guess he needs the Grail Locket, so I guess we can give Reen the Grail Ring until he doesn't need specifically that. Oh, didn't we have a gladiator thing? Who has that? Anya's has the gladiator headband. You have some speed. In terms of like actual party composition, he's more useful for just charging the AT meter. It's blue. A broadcast drone? Heh, you know what that means.
How to play this?
Hey, you.
Oh, whoa, you're here already? Wait, is your squad even bigger now?
Yes, it'll continue getting bigger, actually.
A heroic fist-slinging zaddy bear, plus the goated soldier everyone gasses up? I am shooketh. And
Yeah,
OG, is that Yin? I have been waiting to find
Jin's expression is how I feel, kinda.
For this world. And if it isn't my never-was colleague, the Angel of Slaughter, or Salangel. Like, no hate for
Horrible.
just Flo being such a goody-goody all the time.
Dial down the energy a bit, Greenhorn, and don't ever call me that again, if you please. I'm at a loss for words. Don't stress your brain over it, Risha. She's one cultural divide and a generation gap away. Zaddy Bear? That's supposed to be like Daddy Bear? Daddy? Huh. That's what you're hung up on? Shin's finally hit that midlife crisis age. By goated soldier, does she refer to me? Seems that way, though her net speak does make it a little feather ruffling. Yeah, I getcha. From my experience, modern slang can really hit certain people the wrong way. Some self-commentary. Anyway, don't change the subject, mystery gal. Your actual colleagues were posted in the 4th domain. That make this the one where you finally introduce yourself?
Oh yeah, I really am almost up, huh? Like, when I tell you my body's been ready, oh, but not like in a sussy way or anything.
Ugh.
Didn't have much choice though. TBH, when Unk pings me up for a solid, I gotta roll with it, you know what I mean?
I love vague posting. Unk? If she's not referring to Van this time, then it would be the 1000 Oathbreaker?
Give the man a prize. Couldn't let you miss me for too long now, could I?
He's taking a 5-minute break from his busy work schedule. Hi. 4th Anguis Boroboros, Elroy Harwood, the 1000 Oathbreaker. Harwood, so it is you. I've been wondering why you didn't show your face during Campanella's declaration.
Circumstances this time around let me shift operations to a different front from the get-go. Campanella handles matters on the surface, Novartis behind the scenes, and me? I was planning to piss on off out of the picture. But then what turns up? Some cheap knockoff of the DG cult. Replicas of a certain professor's legacy.
Oh, it's like more loose ends, and he doesn't like loose ends because it gives him a migraine.
And the cherry on top? Some hotshot masked menaces who manage to wrap icks around their little fingers. Since matters elsewhere are just as utterly eventful, I figured I'd get in on the action and start meddling here.
Oh, great. So this is the asswipe McBurn mentioned. Ouroboros' 4th Anguis, the Oathbreaker. They say he's as wicked as he is troublesome, but by the looks of it, that's putting it lightly. As soon as a cutscene happens, frames drop. It's not happening on my end at the very least, so it might just be bitrate shenanigans. Although my bitrate seems stable at 3000 and I don't have any drop frames on stream. Weird. Guy's a lowest of the low, sure, but still. How tough of a guardian can you really make against our lineup?
Feels like forever since you and I last met, doesn't it? These aging bones have never been much for fighting. Gonna have to lean on my home court advantage and cheat a bit. The floor's all yours, Ulrika.
Well, that's her name.
Way to jack my name reveal. Whatevs. I'll give you a pass, just this once. Girls and boys come out to play, the moon doth shine as bright as day. A 1 and a 2 and a 3 times the charm.
Oh my god. Nadia? Elaine?
How careless of us. To think her ability is capable of such a feat.
That's cause enough to revise our evaluation of her. Number 18's threat level is hereby upgraded to double S.
Oh wait, Marduk's putting me on blast? Certified pleading emoji moment, and not even in the funny way.
Nothing more lucrative than boosting your engagement with the flames of controversy, no?
Damn, that's some self-commentary as well right there.
Bruh, I am not rage baiting here.
With that, we have our guardians of the Grimgarten's 5th domain. The time has come to let the games begin. The good professor went out of his way to build this playpen. What say we have some fun running it into the ground?
Save your breath, asshole. There's gotta be a limit to her hypnosis.
Those two are still in there somewhere. We just have to shake them out of it.
We've got this trial.
You got any bonuses for this mission?
I'll help out.
We do not. We just have to fight and win.
No hiding stuff.
You have the advantage.
Damn, Harwood has a lot of HP compared to the rest of the party. But that's not really anything new, is it?
Go at it full force.
Time to go all out.
We shouldn't bear the nightmare yet.
I'll support you.
Well then, let's see what our temporary party members can do.
Damn you! You really crossed the line.
I don't see toxic status effect.
Not for real. Well, too late now, so let's get these vibes bumping. Flames, give us strength. Go for it.
Funny that those two of all people get mind jacked. I'm less surprised about Nadia than Elaine, honestly.
Time to go all out.
You have the advantage. Press it.
Let's have a look.
Got you covered. Now, I won't let this chance slip. Are you prepared? In I go.
Let's build up that meter.
Activating skill. The boost gauge
Not so
limit has
fast.
been
I forgot to activate order, didn't I? Yes, I did.
I'll
Oops.
keep this for you.
perfect chance.
Never punished.
Protect. Crystal shower
Thanks.
shield. Flame. Silvery.
I think not.
You lied. That's enough. Cypher activate.
Now she doesn't have AoE healing.
Stops.
That kind of sucks.
Here for you.
Merciful.
Van is currently stunned. Cool.
I have your flank covered.
Art should work.
Keep your Eat this. Lending game. Patching you up.
Take this and this. I'd say sorry, but I'm truly not.
I think not.
Oh boy. Haven't seen this in a minute.
It's showtime! You've been cordially invited to see Umbra Noodle. Now relax and enjoy.
We're good.
My chance.
Rufus just barely surviving.
Maybe you should boost.
We need the HP.
Do this. Activating Shadow Hand.
I have your flank covered. Time for a new look.
I did in the wrong order because I wasted a turn of it.
Go full throttle. ZOC, activate.
Go at it full force.
But let's eliminate somebody here.
the advantage. Press it.
I'll just do some regular attacks to deal a little bit more damage. Almost stunned.
I'll make it quick.
Right on time.
Now's the time to boost.
I have your flank covered.
Here. Rufus, you need HP.
Now then. Here, have a smoke. That's on me.
Patching you up. Like gratitude.
Here goes.
A boost would work
Yeah, this
here.
is like once again a situation where 40 turns,
Have
that's
the
kind of
advantage.
short.
Press it.
I still have to check to see if Yorda and the other person are going to be on the previous domain, or if they get replaced by a normal boss.
Follow me up.
Anything good here?
Keep your focus.
I mean, Aegis Shield isn't bad. Can't say no to a free shield.
Here I go. You're finished.
It's our turn now.
Alright, so we'll be able to take out a lane
have
almost
the
certainly
advantage.
this turn.
Press it.
And no matter what we use,
Go at it full force.
it works.
Time to go all out.
That's your will.
Take this. Boost gauge limiter.
I let my guard down.
That's one.
Got one of them back. Let's get the other one back too.
At your service.
Oh, he did the shadow thingy. I'm the Grendel. Cool.
Have the advantage. Press it. Got it.
Go for it.
Focus unleashed.
I don't think we'll deal enough damage, but we can deal a lot.
Prepare. Boost gauge expand.
We did.
You've really done it now.
Nice.
I'm up.
You got them both out already? Dang, you guys are OP.
I'm this close to wrecking that freaking drone of yours. You hear?
Okay, sorry. I could just leave on hanging, you know?
I have your flank.
Prepare.
We'll take that.
Shark command activate.
Thank you.
Have the advantage. Press it.
Alright, we have 154.
Time to go all out.
Let's see if we can blow up the Oathbreaker here.
You have the advantage. Press it.
Time to go all out.
It's yours.
Got it. Resistance down.
Leave it to me.
Some pretty good damage, but we're not getting the under 40 turn thing. A shame.
Lol. Wish I got that on stream. The chat would have loved to see getting ratioed.
Farming the drama, are we? Don't worry. I've still got plenty left in me.
Help yourself, R.A. Go all in on him.
Could be bad. Van does have all his HP, and Fairy does have a shield. Does boost our defenses too.
I think I'll try this.
Ah, what bliss!
You won't get away with this.
You have the advantage.
Protect.
Press it.
Crystal shower you.
Activate scan.
Yeah, we already prepared for this.
That's enough.
Prepare.
On to you, Arkwright. Arkwright! 3,
You won't get away with this.
All stats up, huh?
Are you now?
I'll take over.
The lion says no. And he does it again.
My turn to act.
Rufus also says no. He missed. Good job, Rufus.
I think I'll try this.
Not beating the fraud allegations.
What bliss! I think not.
My new drug needs a trial run.
I'll help out. I'll support you.
Oh, we actually got hit by toxin. It actually happened.
On to you, Arkwright.
No hiding stuff.
Said use a courier bomb. We can't use normal stuff.
Time to close in.
There!
Much appreciated.
Now then. Here, have a smoke. That's on me.
You'll pay for that. I think not.
My new drug.
Right when his turn shows up. We don't even need to debuff him anymore.
Mine. Right on time. You're mine. Prepare. More to go. Prepare.
Pass some more.
My strength is yours.
Full.
My move now.
Oh, we can bear the nightmare.
Here we go.
Nice.
Get going, Dan.
No more games.
Don't know how much we can do, but
Time to close in.
Not so fast. A gift just for you. That's enough. Prepare.
Have some more.
It's our turn now.
we don't have a way to get rid of that off of our turn.
Go at it full force.
Oh, this does remove buffs, actually. Never mind, we can do this.
You have the advantage. Press it.
My new drug needs a trial run.
What is he at? 93%? Okay, we got him then.
I have your flank covered.
He has 50, so we do this. S-trap.
All right, go. It's time.
Move off the boost gauge limit.
And Regal Beatdown. That'll do it.
Take this.
Very tough cookie.
My, you all sure showed me a good time. But that's enough for now.
Further heights still in my reach? Acceptable.
Zillion Impact leveled up.
Oh, over already? Suppose the fault's mine for getting a few touches too rusty. I'll have to work on honing my instincts back up to snuff.
Gee whiz. Unkia really is walking sewer scum. It was a worthwhile experience in the sense that I won't let you victimize me a second time.
Oof. Big yikes. Guess I'm getting cancelled after all. Sheesh, though. That was hella hard mode, and this is on the hell, and you still cleared him good.
Now see here, Harwood. What do you think you're doing? Worming your way in without permission.
Ah, so he technically is the unknown party. Got it.
Caught red-handed.
I assumed he was still technically
The
as a
original
society.
plan was to have a special, high-ranking cryptid serve as the fifth domain's guardian. And yet you dare to ruin my arrangements and jump the queue? Explain yourself!
Well, you can save it for the next one.
What can I say? I simply wanted to offer some modest repayment for all the good turns you've done me. Thus concludes my first and final appearance here. Make a strong showing of the rest with Simeon and them, won't you?
Hold it right there. If you're intent on settling your debts, then you may as well do so properly.
Oh, that's right. I hear you've come to Yorda's rescue in more ways than one.
My computer's just going.
I doubt she'd stand for it, but as the one who referred you, allow me to offer my thanks, both for the patch-up and her 4 SPG.
Ah. Well, ain't we polite all of a sudden? I'd cut back on the performative kindness. It only puts you in even more dubious light.
That's true enough. Much appreciation to you too, Ulrika.
Okay, bye.
That no-account layabout? How such a navel-gazing egotist could serve as Anguis under my same master, I just can't fathom. At this point, I simply must have her unveil who the new successor to the Seventh will...
Ooh.
And just what are you gawking at? This is no spectacle to behold. Though the difficulty level has shifted due to this needless interjection, be assured that the spiritual data I've gathered will be set aside for next time. Ulrika, see that you put them in their place through and through. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Well.
Ooh, this is sending me. Prof is pressed. That's what he gets for trying to pull up on Unk, though. Whoops. Almost forgot again.
Enforcer number 18, Ulrika the Influencer.
It's your bros, my bros, our bros.
Oh, that filter is horrible.
I'm your girl, Ulrika, the power wordsmith. My title's the Influencer, though.
You know, that's kind of funny. Our title's the Influencer. She is a streamer, and she has literal, like, D&D-esque power words of suggestion.
You know Anguis number 2, the Azure Abyss? She was the inspo behind my streaming debut, and wow, did I blow up from there. Oh, but just FYI, I don't whip out my power words while I'm live.
She actually calls them power words, okay.
That'd be pretty BN to the other streamers out there, like the Kathia channel, for instance.
What are the odds? At any rate, you definitely seem to lean more on the reasonable side. You can prove it by swearing not to pull that cheap trick on us ever again. This being a virtual reality makes no difference. Man, you done goofed there a little too.
Oh, you are so valid. Like, on Goddess, even I was side-eyeing how foul that was. So, let me take the L and apologize, yeah? I'll make sure to keep it 100 with the next bomb-ass power word I throw at you. Till then, stay tuned. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Power of the Silver Tongue.
Guardians
I wouldn't call
Grim
literal
Garden.
mind
Liberation
control
Security.
the voice commands a silver tongue.
Al-Fayed here.
It's a bit more sketchy than
Confirmed
that,
the presence of
and a
the
silver
Oak
tongue
Ridge
is already
updated
fairly
his threat
sketchy.
level assessment.
Yeah, no 40 turn bonus, but oh well. We'll be fine. Of course, Van is the MVP as usual.
No hard feelings.
Got a monster extermination thing again. Cool. An updated dialogue here for some reason. When the GM mentioned he received reports of unauthorized access, he was talking about that crazy old timer, right? But he must have asked Little Miss Streamer to sneak him in the back door. Little Miss Streamer? That was a nosebreaker. Sure picked a hell of a time to show up, I'll give him that. Though it did sound like he's abroad. Did kind of sound like he's abroad at the moment. It'd make me feel a lot better if we knew for sure whether or not he was involved with the situation on the surface, honestly. I believe it's best we don't let our guards down, especially as it seems he holds significant sway over the enforcers. Now with that influencer gal's powers, got a feeling she's gonna be trouble in the future. Just doesn't make sense how she was even able to interfere with the garden in the first place, and through a VR drone no less. Actually, about that, she mentioned something about streams? Is that a service provided by the Grim Garden? That's correct, though the one only available to members at present. Security clearance necessary to attain it is extremely high. Of course, as it appears she has several thousands of viewers, we do plan on looking into her from that angle, but we don't exactly have the resources to spare at the moment, so it's going to be on the back burner till things with the space program have slowed down a bit. A personality like that, though? I'd be lying if I'm not even a little interested in what her streams could be like. She's a reaction streamer. What else could she possibly be? I can't say I disagree. I'm curious to know what she would even talk about. You not see that slutty little getup she was in? That girl's getting hit with a ban next couple of days, mark my words. Bro, enough. Wish you knew of a way to catch her streams. The Ouroboros channel is now viewable from the Reminiscence pedestal. Ban. Oh, Agnes, your birthday's the day after tomorrow, right? Oh. They just have the additional dialogue. They just changed it to blue. For whatever reason. Yeah, it's all the same dialogue. And only Nadia, I'm guessing, over there has anything new to say. No, it's Thorndike. What's up? I can't say I expected him to be the cause of the unauthorized access alert. I suppose it's best the matter remains in your hands at the moment. Of course, as promised, we should be able to expand the features here in order to aid your efforts. I'm looking forward to your continued collaboration, Mr. Arkwright. Yeah, well, we'll do what we can. And the features, he says. Oh, with Mirabelle in charge, I don't have to worry too much. As a result of Marduk's support, the extra member limit has been increased to 2. So if we go...
What will you do for me?
Not there, not there, not that one, not that one. It's one of these buttons. Oh. There. Extra slots. Okay, so we can actually force in specific character buffs when they're not currently in the party. So who do we throw in? We probably just need we already have a defense one with Crystal Shell. So we'd probably just want an offensive one, right? I think Turbo Code is slightly better than Ideal Support, even if the buff is slightly better. Actually, no. Ideal Support provides 30 craft points. See. Patra currently has the defense increasing one, so let's squeeze him into the party real quick. Kasim, you are being removed. They won't let me swap him in with that menu. Cool. Oh, he's actually locked to the party. Huh. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Subjugation pedestal. Third domain bounty. Okay. We'll do that in a second. I need to think of... Let's do one of these. MVP achievement. Oh, we haven't done the one for Fairy yet? Guess we can get that one. If that's the case, Fairy gets stuff to spam S-crafts. What do we got? Probably just the Staff Crest Plus. Oh, we can go to the shop and see if we can make more of them, actually. That might be a good idea. For the workshop.
Just tell me whatever you need. Item services that can't go wrong with any of these.
We want accessories. Let's do Material Plus. That's annoying. Yeah, we can't make more Blade Crests, sadly. Because we have 14 Staff Crests, but we didn't get any extra Blade Crests from grinding that thing. Oh well. These are actually pretty good. It just sucks that it requires 12U Material Plus. We don't have enough of it. Can we even make U Material Plus? We can with U Material. Which we need to upgrade our weapons, so it's a bit of a catch-22. We need a little bit of everything.
Thanks! Here's our selection. Much appreciated. Good luck on your adventure.
Alright, so we will just steal one of these from somebody else. Who has a Staff Crest? Reset does. It is now Fairies. So, back to the third domain.
The adventure begins.
And we just have to kill the monster at the end, so...
Let's do this.
Oh yeah, we're also going to have to get Fairy to S-craft more often. So the rest of the party members are going to be on attack spam duty.
Watch it. That one's big.
Double deep bestia.
Here goes. Help yourself, R.A. Are you prepared? Here I go.
Activating skill.
Keep it long.
Activating COC. Activating skill. Boost gauge limit broken.
Now we can get this and live for a while.
Activating skill.
Don't get too comfortable.
Prepare.
Perfect chance. Blade.
Strut your stuff, Poiser.
Have my aim.
A boost would work here.
I have your flank covered.
Activating skill.
Wide open.
It's not
Displaying information. Activating skill. Boost
I
gauge
won't
limit
let
broken.
this chance slip. Keep your focus. Pull out all the stuff.
Activating.
That's enough. The rest is yours.
this to me.
You'll pay for that.
Allow me to help.
At my aid.
Now's your chance for a shot boost.
I won't give up.
So forgetful.
Protect! Crystal Barrier! Thanks. May we proceed with caution.
Oh, nice. I got HP back. Love it.
My strength is yours.
DLC activate!
Boost gauge limit broken. Activating spell.
Rapid! An opening! There!
DOC, activate. Reset. One more.
I suggest we strike now.
Reset. It's on you, Reset.
She has aura breath at the very least.
Pull out all the stuff.
Initiating drive.
I suggest we strike now.
Go all in on him.
I actually cannot tell if I'm hitting enemies here.
I suggest we strike now.
Initiating drive.
I love all cancel.
My strength is yours.
Covering you. Bring it on. Cypher, activate.
My sincere thanks. Here goes!
Hunter down! Mirage Guard!
My sincere thanks. Allow me to target.
So we'd be taking 3,000 damage from those attacks. Fun.
Maximized. Here we go.
Here I go!
In I go.
Perfect chance! DLC activate!
Activate. Boost gauge limit broken.
I suggest we strike now.
Activating.
Oh, that's not good.
Bring it on.
At least I didn't get punished. Never punished.
It's on you, Reset. Pull out all the stops.
Here goes! Protect! Crystal Barrier, thanks.
Go all in on
Got 2 more turns of that, so... Back up to over 100.
My blade is yours.
Are you prepared?
We're not through yet.
That'll cost you.
Yeah, I'm sure all of these Ignis Rampages will get Fairy the MVP award. I hope.
I suggest strike now. Reset!
My move now.
Go for it!
Get down. Take it home, Fairy.
Activating spell.
Reset! Here to help. The deciding factor. Go for it! Intend. Yet another.
Activating skill.
Follow my lead. Perfect chance. DLC activate.
I made this whole thing take so much longer than it needed to. For the sake of a small challenge. That's relatively unimportant.
May we proceed with
That's just par for the course, isn't it? Also,
Pull out all the stops.
your flank covered.
We're gonna be just taking one of these hits real good on the face. There's not much we can do about it.
May we proceed with caution.
Might be a little slow, maybe. Hey!
Now.
Done. Love it.
Get down. Help yourself, RA.
And we... Not there yet, unfortunately. Playing it safe.
At your will. I have your flank covered. You got this. You got it.
Perfect chance.
Alright, now it's the perfect time.
Protect. Crystal. Thanks. I suggest we strike now. Rapid. Follow me.
Very well.
That's one.
If it's a fight you want,
Keep it long.
Too slow.
Go all in on him.
Here goes. Brains.
Goodness. Blind coming in clutch.
My strength is yours.
Cover you. My chance.
You won't get away with this. I suggest we strike now. Activating. Reset. Go for it. I'm with you.
Activating COC. Activating spell.
Here. Following up. It's not over.
Activating spell.
At my aim.
Didn't reactivate buffs. Again.
Arc ride.
Neutral to everything, huh?
Press it. There.
Here I go.
Output maximum. Activating skill.
Hold on my feet. Get another.
Activating.
Mr. Arca.
Alright. Did Fairy get MVP?
Nice. Moving on up.
Our further.
Alter Cecilia.
That's one job behind us.
Mira deposit confirmed.
I got some excellent data out of that.
Perfect.
Hooray for me.
Select our achievement. 1 million Mir earned. We got Onyx Steel
Good
this early in
stuff.
the game, apparently. I'll take it. I don't think we can use it until later, but
Shock one up.
it's something.
Getting sharper.
Flame Prayer is already maxed out, so what do we even level up? Probably just Rapid Tempest, because it's stupid cheap.
All powered up.
I like my stupid cheap skills. Ouroboros channel. Channel 1 and Channel 2. I mean, these are just like the ones you've already seen, right? Short time prior. Yeah, we've already seen this. This is first one. I'll speed ahead until she starts talking.
This is the comms and observation satellite. Connection with the simulated
That isn't
manned
her,
flight frame.
but,
Cockpit temperature, 68 degrees. Airtight shield. Return mission will begin after designated 24 hours.
Yeah.
Sup, chat? It's Ouroboros, Myroboros, Ouroboros.
That launch, though, literally
I'm just gonna skip it.
out of this.
If it's not new, there's no reason to watch it. Where is number 3? Is it just in the previous domain and we just didn't get it? I mean, the first one we found was in Area 2. Then in Area 3, Area 4, so it would be in Area 4 somewhere. Also, apparently you have new dialogue. As Marduk's security division currently has other matters to attend to, I was planning on leaving the matter to all of you, but... No, this number 7's involvement with the 6th Anguis and the appearance of the 6th Anguis on top of that changes things. I may have failed this time, but I am resolved to provide support for as long as I'm able. Cool. So we would be checking the 4th domain to see if we can find that other memory orb real quick.
The shackled hero sets out. Onwards.
We'll just complete these challenges as quickly as possible while keeping an eye out for that. I guess we should be able to collect it and leave, right?
Don't get too close.
Looks like the gang's all here.
I think there's something nearby. Want to search?
Rude.
Please. Be careful, everyone. Maybe you should boost.
Time for a new look.
I'll back you up.
These poor palms have no idea what's coming.
Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
Oh, I'm sure I could do better.
A shame they're not very valuable palms.
What do you want to do?
I don't care about progress, I only care about the memento orbs. Which now we have all of them. C. The Searing Fire and Glacial Rime. So what, it's when they first got their stigmas or something? The Dominions. Those who bear marks of power. These members of the Grouse Ritter are miracle bringers whose order has persisted through the past millennium. However, they tend to act alone. Outside of occasions where they need to travel by air in their Merkaba, the power contained in their stigmas make traveling alone much easier. It is relatively uncommon to see knights and squires working outside of very small groups, even less common to see dominions working together. Further, it's even more unlikely to see a pair truly learn to cooperate and think of each other as partners for an extended period of time. Nevertheless, in the current era, 2 centuries into the still young millennium, there exist 2 such unique stigma bearers. The Searing Flare and the Glacial Rime. Their contrasting natures may ultimately be the reason fate saw fit to bring them together. Their histories contrast them in much the same way, parallel, yet uneven. The woman, now known as the Searing Flame, was once a girl from a provincial town on the outskirts of the continent. Born and raised in the slums, she had no family to speak of, but she took care of other orphans and they looked up to her like a big sister. In order to survive such a place, theft and violence were daily occurrences, but the children made sure to not cross certain lines. A traveling nun would sometimes come by to visit, and though the girl found her annoying, she cared deeply for her and all of the other children. However, when the girl was about 13 years old, she and the rest of the children fell prey to a human trafficking group and were kidnapped. Upon finding out, the traveling nun immediately flew to their aid, giving no thought whatsoever to the danger it may pose to herself. Meanwhile, the traffickers were preparing to torment the poor girl, but as they approached her, her stigma suddenly awakened. In an overwhelming display of force, a sea of raging flames engulfed the men. Their screams of agony began to frighten the other children, and shaken by how they now looked at her with fear, the girl's flames began to dim. Taking advantage of the situation, the first of the traffickers to be struck by the flames aimed his pistol at the girl and a dull shot rang out. And as the girl looked down, she saw the traveling nun, Sister Artesia, lying on the ground before her, a bloody hole in her body.
Damn it. I was too late.
As the girl slowly processed what was happening, a burly middle-aged priest ran up to the scene. He quickly knocked the man with the gun unconscious and examined the nun. However, it was eminently clear she was mortally wounded.
Thank the goddess. You're all safe. Please, live. Give meaning to the fact that you were brought into this world.
Don't give me that crap! What's the point if you just die instead?
The man now known as the Glacial Rime was once a boy born in the Erebonian Empire. The third son of a Viscount, even from a young age, he would often speak as if he could see right through people. He could also predict misfortune and perform feats impossible for a human being. This led to those around him, even his family, shunning the boy.
That uncle of mine and the rest of your family are a cruel lot. If no one else will, allow me to be your ally.
Amidst all this, there was one soul who treated him with a kindness, a young man who was his cousin from another branch of the family. But even this kindness was false, as he had a loathsome, hidden agenda, and an even more horrific dark side. The year before, a loathsome cult had been eradicated in a secret international operation, and he was one of its priests. Having escaped detection, the Dichi cult has ties to everything. In order to gain power enough to rebuild his cult, he sought to force the boy's powers out of control to kill the Viscount's family. The boy, despite once admiring his cousin's keen intellect, saw through to his true objective before that would come to pass. The boy successfully took hold of the power, spilling out of him, and manifested it as a freezing flame.
You monster! Ah!
But even after freezing his cousin and all the remnants of his cult solid, the power overflowing from the boy would not cease.
He was right. I'm nothing more than a monster. It would be best if the provincial army dealt with me.
Caught in a spiraling mix of fear and desperation, the boy was snapped back to his senses when a deep, warm voice called out to him.
Thank goodness I made it in time. You need not worry any longer, lad.
Who are you?
With that, the incident was resolved, and the boy's cousin, along with the rest of the remaining cult members, were placed under arrest. Despite the boy having saved both families from his cousin, they feared a scandal and continued to vilify him as a monster. Enraged at this, the elderly priest roared at them like a lion, then took the bewildered boy to his new home in a faraway country. It was under the old lion's tutelage where the searing flare and the glacial rime would finally meet. They became sibling pupils only 3 years apart in age, though in the beginning they got along like oil and water. A year later, they were assigned to an incident in northeast Zemuria. After many trials, they completed their mission, and their relationship improved ever so slightly. Afterward, they were each granted a Merkaba. Since then, they spent many years working together and have formed a mutual bond of trust, the likes of which is hard to come by. The Searing Flare and Glacial Rime end. They are basically a pair, but it definitely felt like a 2-for-1 memento orb. Now we get a backstory for Amelia, I guess her time in the army as a pilot. Maybe how she got injured. This is the story of a woman known as the Queen of the Skies. In recent years, Calvard's armored aviation divisions could easily be considered the main pillar of the Republican Army's military forces. Its basic formation includes Wesen orbital tanks for their high mobility, and Avior gunships for their suppression abilities despite their light armor. The Army's utter annihilation at the hands of the superpowered Purple Ion during Crossbell's bid for independence taught it a hard lesson. Thus, it improved the capabilities of all its aircraft and developed the Avior II for use in troop transports, covering the holes in its strategy. That is, until its greatest rival, the Erebonian Empire, unveiled not only its heavy tank battalions, but manned humanoid mechs, the Panzersoldats. Further, the Republic's flagship, a 200 Arge-class airship known as the Baton Kaitos, was dwarfed by the Empire's 250 Arge-class Gargantua. In tactical simulations against the Imperials, the Republican Army's win rate continued to fall. Naturally, the Republic wasn't standing idle. It collaborated with the Verne Company and the Institute of Science to develop next-gen armaments. However, it was still clear as day that this initiative would not produce results in a time for a full-scale all-out war with the Erebonian Empire. Then came September 1st, 1206. The fateful day the Imperial Army invaded the Republic of Calvard in what eventually would become known as the Battle of Jormungand. The fiercest fighting was at the Crossbellin front, where the Republican Army faced 350,000 Erebonian troops, with only 280,000 of their own. And beyond the heavy tanks and Panzersoldats, the Imperials also had new battleships and massive railway cannons deployed. The Republican Army's front collapsed almost immediately, threatening to leave Calvard itself wide open to the Imperial Army's forces. However,
I'll send him a message. Like hell you're getting in here!
without warning, an old returned Avior model gunship named the Lux Raider tore through the Imperial forces' airspace. Despite their strong defenses, the Empire's airships are sluggish, leaving them open for the Lux Raider to deftly fire on the gaps in their armor. Pivoting to its next target, it destroyed the enemy's heavy tanks with concentrated Gatling fire focused on their weak points above the turrets.
Oh hey! Didn't see you guys there.
The most difficult enemies would be the Empire's Panzersoldats, especially the new Kestrel model, since it was equipped with flight capabilities. The new assault frame kind of reminds me of the Kestrel model a little bit, now that I think about it. Its flight range was limited, but it was more nimble than a gunship and deployed with a "they can't hurt us, they can't hit us" mentality. As her fellow gunships were being shot down one by one, the Lux Raider's pilot immediately devised an insane combat maneuver. With several flying Panzersoldats closing in from behind, she pointed the Lux Raider's nose straight up at the sky and shot upward. Putting the sun at her ship's belly, she then spun it into a sharp corkscrew, completing a 180-degree flip at dizzying speed.
What the? Where'd they go?
The Soldats lost sight of the gunship after its unexpected maneuver. An ominous thought in their heads. They turned to check their rear cameras. And there was the gunship, having taken up position behind them with its Gatling barrels at full spin.
No way! The pilot's a madman!
Adieu.
Spinning like ballerinas, the Gatling barrels launched round after round of armor-piercing bullets, tearing through the lightweight Soldats like paper. It was little more than a one-sided slaughter, devoid of any semblance of joy. And yet, she continued to hold the trigger until she had ensured the enemy was down. It was her duty as a soldier for the sake of her country.
Sorry, but I'm afraid I can't do things the way he did.
Reen. As she looked down at the wreckage of the Panzersoldats plummeting to the ground, she recalled the ashen mech she'd seen a year and a half prior. A young hero piloting a machine called the Divine Knight took down a gunship squad with careful strikes, rounding them without a single casualty.
I would have liked to go toe-to-toe with him if you were here. But I guess there must have been some pact behind the scenes. If that's how it's going to be, then I'll just have to finish things up.
So she finally got her wish in the demo fight. although sadly it wasn't with the actual Divine Knights. It was then that her eyes, sharp as a hawk's, caught sight of the Imperial Army's Gargantua airship that had been deployed to the front. Armed with countless weapons, it was a veritable flying fortress, one that would be nigh impossible for a single fighter to take down. But if she could drop even just one of them, it could turn the tide of the battle. She had to try. She gave her battle-hardened gunship crew, at least, those who were still conscious of their absurd maneuver a moment ago, their final orders.
All hands, listen up! We're going to target that giant airship!
Crazy idiot.
Ready parachutes for evac! I'll need you to hang in there with me to the last second. Then make sure you get out of here in one piece.
Ma'am, yes ma'am!
The Battle of Jormungand. Record of the Calvard Air Force gunship Lux Raider, captained by Air Force Captain Amelia Haring. Shot down 7 mid-sized airships, 12 heavy tanks, 8 flight-capable Panzer Soldats, and 10 grounded Panzer Soldats. Additionally dealt damage to a Gargantua-class airship, forcing it to retreat. The Lux Raider was then caught in the shockwave from the enemy railway cannon fire. This, combined with prior damage taken, resulted in a crash. All personnel escaped thanks to Captain Haring stabilizing the ship. She, however, was seriously wounded, requiring 3 months of recovery. After those 3 months, Captain Haring was discharged from the hospital, but retired from service due to lingering medical complications. President Rocksmith, near the end of his term, awarded her the Order of the Chevalier and promoted her to what would be her final rank, Major. And so stories were told throughout the ranks of the Republican Army about Amelia, Queen of the Skies and unsung hero of the war. 2 years and 4 months later, the eyes of the world are upon her once again, but it remains unclear what exactly she has been doing in the interim. Amelia, Queen of the Skies, end. Nice. A true ace if I've ever heard one. What do we do now? Oh, connection events. Because we got the connection tokens. We can actually view the ones that we weren't able to see before. So, Armis security check. Elaine told me Armis consulted her about the school security. She'd like my help too, using my perspective as a Spriggan. I should probably help if I got the time. So this would have been in the afternoon, right? Before the whole thing with the cult. And the vestiges. As your sidechick short break and all that. Thank you for coming, you two. Really appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedules for this. Under normal circumstances, we wouldn't bother you with such a request. Please think nothing of it. I'm more happy to offer suggestions with regard to Academy security. Especially after the bombing attempt a few months ago. Yeah, and people are pretty high-strung these days, what with the space program excitement and all. Also, nipping problems in the bud is all part of a Spriggan's job description, so you've come to the right person. Thank you, Van, Elaine. I appreciate your willingness to assist. The festival may have gone off without a hitch, but better safe than sorry, I always say. Wonder if somewhere in his subconscious he remembers those incidents. I think it's likely to be the case. Well, few things give me greater pleasure than helping my alma mater. As for Van, I can think of no better occasion to remedy all the trouble he caused during his enrollment. You really love to harp on that point, don't ya? In his defense, Van did more than his share of aiding others back then, too. Honestly, I'm getting a little emotional seeing the two of you here together again. Mr. Powell. Anyhow, I'll see what I can do. You want us to look around the school and write up a list of ways where security can be improved, right? Yes, if you could. The students are still on break, so you're welcome to take as much time as you need. You know, it's a little strange, the two of us walking the academy grounds like normal. I know we did as much during the spring festival, but this feels different somehow. Sure does take me back now that you mention it. We were always being pulled in every direction back in the day. Had I known how grueling council work would be, I never signed up to be part of general affairs in the first place. It helped expand your circle of friends, though, no? Frankly, I think you ought to be thanking me, if anything. And besides, I heard you even made a little pocket money doing odd jobs on campus. Oops, statute of limitations on that several years expired, so I'm afraid you can't get on my case about this one. No, come on, we got a job to do. So let's get to it, shall we, Miss Former Vice President? I owe you. Van and Elaine began exploring Artemis Academy. They started by searching the school grounds for any flaws in security that potential intruders could exploit. This is where the bomb was planted. It may behoove us to look through the school's manual for vendor equipment deliveries. I'll leave that one to you. Got the guild's manual for crime prevention so that you can compare it against. Man, being here in the science lab also takes me back. I remember sneaking in every now and then to make coffee with the lab beakers. Yes, you did make a habit of that, didn't you? You would even smuggle sweets to eat with it, as I recall. There'd always be a sweet, fragrant scent floating around the room. Everyone who passed by could smell it. Yeah, like when I brought in those half-burnt cookies a certain someone made in class at one time. The bitterness of the charred edges paired perfectly with coffee. I'll have you know, I've improved a lot since then. Stage. Dude, and me again, just how big this room is. Everything looks good so far, though. Gotta say, this place sure holds a lot of memories. From council elections to festival. Good times. You really were a great help back when I was running for president. I remember you did a lot for me at the time. Yeah, I think I deserve the medal. Although I think I worked as hard as I did in part because I thought it was going to be the last time I could give you a hand. Oh. The whole leaving and everything. Speaking of this place, I really enjoyed watching Anya's and everyone else's performance during the festival. I'd even say it was better than our old play. For the most part, yeah. Apparently they found our old script and production materials helpful. Wonder how people react to the story of the Kavardian Revolution if we performed it now. You know, we do have this nice big empty stage here. I have half a mind to tell you keep dreaming, but I can't deny there's a small part of me that would like a chance at a do-over. Especially knowing that Burgard saw me acting out your ridiculous script. Hey, he was totally on board with Ditzy Dirk. Oh, fiddlesticks, I've gone and lost my revolutionary flag again. Hey, Olgar, have you seen my flag anywhere? I'm sorry, please don't hurt me. Even if I was all caught up in the festival excitement, why on earth did I take that role so seriously? Because you're a serious person. Okay, that should do it for the clubhouse and the basketball court. Oh look, the go-to skip class and nap spot's still there just the way I left it. You certainly did like that route. I would know considering how many times you made Renee and I drop what we were doing to come wake you up. How must these kids keep such an irresponsible tradition alive? High schoolers, am I right? Anyway, all that's left to do is pass another path of the school building proper. Yeah. Underground area. What's up? Oh yeah, Dan wasn't here for that. That was, that was the substitute Spriggan group. Nothing. I just remember there used to be a tree over there. Oh, right. Didn't even realize it had been taken down. That's where we... Oh, it's a different one. Oh yeah, there's one other place you should check. Didn't they seal it off, though? I thought they sealed it. I think we went all through school not knowing there was underground ruins right beneath our feet. It's on the premises, so we would be negligent in our duties if we skipped this. The area's pretty big, and I wouldn't be shocked if there are some monsters still sneaking up the place. Might as well do a quick sweep. And so, Van and Elaine inspected every last reach of the campus. After writing up a list of security concerns, they visited one final spot. Funny. I was in this room just yesterday to drop off some sweets. So quiet here when there's no one around. Indeed. This brings back memories. Used to chat the days away in this room, just the two of us. Yeah, I know. The Stone Council was just as busy back then as it is now. So busy, in fact, that the sun would be going down by the time we finished our work for the day. I remember you'd always knock out your tasks early, but after the fact, you'd get everyone a hand with theirs. I'll admit, sometimes I wish you'd be a little more selfish like Renee in cases like that. You say that, but you were very much complicit in helping me help others. Even when everyone else had gone home, you would stay behind and whittle away at the work pile with me until it was all done. And we'd just sit there and talk about whatever came to mind. I remember the waning sunlight shining softly through the window. Yeah, we were so absorbed in our conversation, we didn't even notice when it got dark outside. Gave the teachers working late one hell of a shock when they found us, and then we'd get an earful from the dorm superintendent. Oh yes, an earful and a half. All because we were caught up talking about the silliest, most inane things. Still, I loved that time we had together. So much that I wanted it to go on forever. I don't know if it's anything that grand. You know, after walking around the school together again, it's really hitting me. We're adults now. Speak for yourself. I still feel like I'm that same little brat on the inside. And before you say something like, yes, I know how obsessed you are with sweets, don't. Alright. As for me, well, maybe it's less I've matured and more I've gotten better at keeping up appearances. I've just put on a mask to keep my true feelings concealed. Not that's been terribly effective in hiding them from you. Lane, it's fine, you don't need to say anything. I know your position hasn't changed. Look, I won't say I haven't thought about the possibility. That said, there's a problem that I have that hasn't been dealt with. I won't make that same mistake twice. Fair to you or to my assistants.
And yet, the fact remains I want to be by your side. Even now, I know we once went our separate ways, and we keep failing to reconnect in quite the same way. But still, I want to be with you, and that feeling hasn't changed.
Wow, you sure know how to leave guys speechless. I know I'm laying a lot on you here, but you know me, that's just how I am. I'm still the same woman you felt 4 years ago. I've carried these feelings for 8 years, no, longer than that. And for all that time, they remained as strong as ever. Lane, if I'm being honest, I don't think I'll ever be able to settle my account with you. Not with all the good you've done me. You hurt you so much, then I ran off like a coward. Even after what I did, you still accept me for who I am. You want to be with me. And you saved me from that hell. Even just that is too much to repay. Wait, what are you... It's probably about time I told you what happened. About when I was stuck in that place. He's cult backstorying. After I was taken from the orphanage, my days in that hell began. I didn't even understand what was going on. I was surrounded by psychos bent on experimenting on me. It made me read one of the Apocrypha and all its words which denied my very existence. Every moment there was suffering. And eventually I did let go of who I was. Not in pain, not in agony. Not alive. No, I'd never even been born. I forced myself to believe all that until I felt nothing at all. Then one day, a single sensation brought me back from the brink. For days upon days of being force-fed just the bare minimum nutrients necessary to stay alive. My body instinctively started to crave what it lacked. And to recall a faint memory. When you brought Quincy Company chocolate to the orphanage. When those sweet flavors spread through my mouth for the first time. Oh, the sweet obsession is trauma-related. In the end, I couldn't abandon my sense of self. Or, well, I try, but whenever I did, I would remember that sweetness. That silly little memories was tethered me to this world. Was what let me hold on to who I was until the day I was finally saved from that hell. Guess that's why I ended up becoming just a tiny bit obsessed with sweets.
You idiot. You've had that sweet tooth from the very start. When I found out what happened to you, I hated myself for being so blind. To think my own father made you suffer so much. Somewhere deep in my heart, I believed I didn't have the right to be at your side. But I get it now. Me, Renee, we were there. We were always with you.
You guys were, for sure. Honestly, I had a lot that I wanted to say to you when we reconnected at Armis as teenagers. But instead, I just acted like the brat I was and ended up running away. So let me say it now. Thank you, Lainey.
That's not fair, Van. After I bared my heart saying all these embarrassing things, you won't even give me a straight answer. That's just not fair.
Yeah. I'm not a fair guy. You've always known that.
Well, come out wherever you are in meeting handouts. I can't believe you forgot them. Where did you last? Huh? Elaine the Spriggan? Are you two doing, Nice going, Thelma. Don't mind me. Just looking for something I need for our educational visitation. Are we interrupting something? Sniffle. Oh, you're fine. We just finished our work. Would you like some help looking for those notes? We'd be happy to assist if you'd like. Yeah. After that, Ben and Elaine helped Thelma find what she was looking for. Then they reported their findings to Mr. Powell and left Armis. I'm kind of disappointed we didn't do this connection event when we had it. You okay? Yes, I'm alright now. Though I think we caught those girls a bit by surprise. Yeah, really hoping they aren't the gossipy types. Oh, I doubt they'd spread anything. Although if they did, that would be rather funny in its own right. I think you ought to be a little more concerned given you're the celebrity here.
Thank you for telling me about what happened, Van. My heart feels a little lighter now. I really want Renee to hear what you said too. But I don't see that happening anytime soon.
We're gonna have to get drinks again sometime. Even if we gotta drag him from his work.
Right. One way or another, we'll make him understand that's what longtime friends like us do for each other. I'll be waiting for that answer, by the way. For however long it takes.
Awkward.
Yeah. I know.
It's like the writer is incredibly conflicted. Anyway, we have a connection event for Toa also. This one will probably be not nearly as interesting. Thor's remote class. Toa's planning to test run a remote class for the Thor's military academy while she's here in the Republic. And Rena's gonna help. I have a feeling we're gonna see a familiar face. But probably only one. Rena's group decided to take a short break and all that. Okay, we're connected to the long-range network. Can everyone see me? Ah, blank. You can see you, Instructor Toa. Oh, this is crazy. So, this is how remote classes work? It feels so weird attending one of your classes while you're all the way in the Republic. Since I'm here for work, I thought this would be a fun opportunity to try something different. This is just an after-school test, so there should only be volunteers in attendance. But is it just me, or are there a crazy amount of people connected? Not just you, we ended up with over 100 students from both the branch and main campuses wanting to participate. There are also some kids here who aren't your students, plus kids from other grades and even people calling in from their dorms. Wow, I guess I didn't put a limit on how many people could join. Just goes to show how interesting this remote class idea is. Sounds like you're going to need some help. Is that you, Instructor Schwarzer? Oh my gosh, Instructor Reen's gonna teach us too? I'm just here as her assistant, you guys. Since this class isn't part of the curriculum, let's cover a broad range of subjects. Right, good idea. Let's begin. Thank you very much. And that's all for the video explanation. The Great Sheet or Triangle is visible in the summer, and you can use that to find all kinds of constellations. Oh, astronomy's so cool. I kind of want to take your astronomy class. It's so easy to follow along when you're playing a video at the same time. It'd be great if in-person classes had them too. Does anyone have any questions? Me. Huh? The first person who raised their hand was Anoa from class 6. No, that's 4. Go ahead. Means visual acuity is crazy. And then that's why sorry to sound choppy. But time? Something's up. There's a stream delay. It makes sense considering how many people joined over such a long distance. Hold on, I'm gonna use the mirror server we're borrowing from the Institute of Science to help do some processing. How's the stream now? The video and audio are back to normal. Well done, Instructor Toa. Wait, since when were there over 200 people on this call? That's pretty much every student between the main and branch campuses. This is way beyond what I was expecting. No wonder we had a connection problem. That's cool and all, but there's something I've been meaning to ask. Oh, is there something you don't understand? So, like, you're touring the same room, right? Then does that mean you're sharing a room? Huh? Tai, of course not. There are other people with us, so... This is totally one of those workplace romance things, isn't it? And at a hotel, too? They are not listening. No way, Instructor Toa is doing something like that? I told you, these two have been suspicious for ages now. Instructor Reen, say it ain't so. Settle down. It's quite enough frivolous speculation. Or do you want me to give you all extra homework for your next class? I was just kidding. We'll behave, so please don't. Gosh, we're continuing the lesson, okay? Even the students get in on the teasing. And that'll be all for today's lesson. Everyone, make sure you review what we covered. When we get back to the academy, we'll also be holding practical classes, so be ready. Okay. Everyone rise. Thank you very much. Uh-huh. Yeah, we made it through in one piece. Thanks for helping out, Reen. It was my pleasure. Honestly, I had no idea what we would do once that many people logged in. I never thought I'd be teaching so many students at once. Oh, classes, huh? Now that I've experienced one for myself, it's clear they come with their own unique difficulties. Still, it's pretty incredible that we can do a lesson from another country entirely. Indeed, if the technology continues to improve, I feel like the teaching profession could change completely. Maybe even education as a whole. Humanity has come so far, we're even on the verge of going to the stars. At least we'd only been able to observe with telescopes. I guess what we find up there might force me to rethink my astronomy classes. Hey, Toa, forgive me if I'm wrong. I know you came to Basel to back us up and that you wanted to hold this remote class while we're here. But there's something else you wanted to do while we're here, isn't there? I mean, you went out of your way to get permission from Professor Hamilton and the Vern's CEO to go up to the observatory. Was it that obvious? You're right, I feel like I might learn something. Something about my grandpa. Grandfather, huh? He was the director of the Imperial Museum. Oh, but that's just a piece of it. I really am curious about the telescope. Hard to see why. It's supposedly the most advanced telescope on the entire continent. Done stargazing together a bunch before. Think this is going to be very different? It's on a whole nother level. I can't wait. We haven't checked out the stars together in a while, you know? Now I think about it, it's been a long time since we taught a class together, too. You're right. Doesn't help that admissions have been increasing every year since the war. My class is located on the branch campus. And since you're a senior instructor for all of Thor's, your battleground is the main campus, so to speak. And when you do both travel between campuses, we're still not teaching classes together. What I mean to say is the remote experiment really brought me back to when the branch campus first opened. I feel the same way.
Everything happened so fast back then. My whole life changed
Yay, nostalgia
at dizzying
music.
speeds. Doing that remote class just now helped me understand something. There are things that don't change. And those things are extremely precious to me.
Yeah, it's the same for me. Not just focusing solely on doing things efficiently, but by putting everyone's heads and hearts together. That's part of what makes Thor's Thor's.
Exactly. Say, when we get back to the Empire, would you be willing to talk about your experience working at Artemis? Maybe convince them that the branch and main campus could run joint classes together? I mean, I'm sure that would just make things busier for us, but still.
I'm up for it. Let's give it our all. We can do it if we do it together, Reen.
After that, Reen and Toa put away their equipment, then met up with their friends to resume work. Or they would if it was the previous day. I believe that covers everything that we need to cover. We're finally out of here. And Anya's quick changes her outfit and her profile icon. Yeah, we just completed this whole location. The Tyrell district.
Let's do this.
What's this? Hang on. There we go. Making some plans. Not for streams, but for watching the new season of Invincible, of which the first episode came out today. Ray. Looks like nights can get pretty lively over here too. Yeah, even without all the space program stuff, you can't go out at night. You can't go out at night since you're in the dorms, right? That's right. Well, sometimes I'll come by with the dad and the others after school. Look at him dancing. There should be a parking lot over there, so I'll go ahead and park the car. Might as well try and catch a late showing now that we're here. That sounds good. I wonder what they're showing at the cinema.
Search time.
Nothing unusual here. Huh? A summons? Investigation HQ is asking for cooperation? Right, okay, roger that. Officer Karen and Officer Nancy are en route to Satan HQ. Sound like things are really busy over there. I wonder what this is all about. That reminds me of calling out this evening about some Grand Theft Auto. Sounds like some things were all over the place. I wonder what's going on. Big events. The investigators are requesting assistance. Roger that. I'll head back immediately. So who's on the rooftop that
Search time.
is causing a conversation to occur? Look at that guy and laugh. You want me to practice my performance out here? It's way too embarrassing, Marilyn. Don't worry, Peter. You're the type of guy who gets carried away and never puts any thought into what he's doing, aren't you? That's perfect. Now make like a pig and go oink. You're asking way too much, and are you insulting me too? You said you wanted to be an actor, but you ran away like a coward as soon as you landed a role. But don't worry, I'll be sure to straighten you up by the weekend. Ah, so he deserves it. I'm gonna have to be tough if we're going to finish in time to catch the rocket launch this weekend. I'm sure San won't be able to relax until we get all this wrapped up. So, put your back into this, okay, Peter? For the sake of our friendship. Why do things turn out like this? Or always turn out like this? First you want me to be a dancer, now you want me to be a pig? Don't you think you're asking for too much? Damn it, all I want to do is stick it to the girls. How did it come to this? Because you chickened out, buddy.
You in some space
Got Mono Rockets and photos of Mania reveal and everything you need to celebrate the launch. The event of the century, people. Now it's time to buy. I'm pretty sure that's the same dialogue he has had before.
Right. He's supposed to be off tonight.
Something the matter?
No, it's nothing. Let's keep going, Van.
I'm going to see Bravely Legends tonight. Once I start hunkering down, I'm getting to the zone of my work. My boss even praised me. I finished my work a little early, so I'm gonna buy one of those limited edition signature books and head to the theater. Oh, just to be clear, I'm not that excited about the movie. I just like supporting Jay Siegel is all. I met Jay Siegel once and she turned out to be a beautiful woman. Anyway, I'm off the clock, so who cares if I get to go watch an animated film? Wonder how they did that one scene. Gotta see for myself. The new idol group is the talk of the town. Apparently they're even ambassadors for the space program. Their agency actually asked me if I wanted to do some sort of collaboration. But I've got my reservations, so I haven't replied yet. You remember that other idol group, right? I want to know what's going on with them first. I'm curious about what's going on with you. I think that's a name. Apparently they're with the same agency as Vega, who are the talk of the town. That's what has me worried. I'm going to wait and see how things go before making a decision. Are there any new shops?
No.
Or any shops with new stuff? Just Cayenne. Okay.
Hey, stop on by!
Hi there, would you like to try a new maximum energy drink? Don't miss your chance to give it a taste. Now we're good. As we are. Hey, Wendell, have you heard about those back alley fixers? As long as you have the mirror, they'll solve your problem, whatever it is, no matter what it takes. Really? That's pretty different from what I heard. Also, they were more like a consulting agency, handling cases the police or guild might not touch. You and I could expose the truth on our own. Hey, think we might eventually run into those fixers with your luck? Aw, dude, even if we did run into them, there's no way you'd realize it. Sounds like people have been talking about us recently. Maybe we've been a little too active since expanding over the last year. A bit about doing anything no matter what it takes makes me think of that Fabio jackass. I'll do what we can to make sure our good name doesn't take on a life of its own. From what I hear, they dip their toes into some pretty shady business. But if you ran to them, you'd be able to find out whether or not all those urban legends are true. At least think about it, Wendell, please. Actually, I think there was a sort of code you could use to call the Spriggan. Well, whatever. I don't really want my friend getting caught up in anything dangerous. I sure as heck don't want to get caught up in anything either. I'm just happy leaving it as gossip.
Now where? Let's do this.
There's actually a new fish in there. Okay. Unexpected. I guess we will catch it real quick.
Let's do this thing.
Why?
Let's do this thing.
There we go. New fish, big catch. Deluxe dumplings.
That's it.
This is a big one.
Very nice. Love a first try.
Search time.
Thanks for stopping by. What would you like?
Quartz sake cup. A gift for Vermani.
Please stop by again sometime.
Make no mistakes on the numbers. It appears you were able to work with the rest of the staff to handle the tables just fine. See, I told you you could leave this place to me. Sigh. This is what worries me. Hey, you just sighed. Come on, don't you trust me? At least a teeny bit?
Okay.
I can do it if I try. Mom just needs to trust people a little more. Tends to get ahead of herself, so I have to keep an eye on her. It'll be a lot easier for me when I can finally leave the floor to her. We'll talk to them later. You can do it, Edward. Well, if you can't, I'll be here for you. Sasha seems kinda restless. What's gotten into you? The truth is, I've made up my mind. Would you marry me? Marry? Wait, marry? I know we only just talked about it yesterday, so you don't have to reply right away. Just want you to know I'm 100% serious about this. I'm confident I can make you happy. In that case, yes. Are you sure? You don't need time to think about it? I mean, you're gonna make me happy, right? Of course, I swear it. Talk about stumbling onto something beautiful, right? Just watching him's making my stomach turn. I've been holding out hope, but I never thought he would actually propose. They call him Sonia. Frankly, I'm stunned she said yes so quickly. I thought for sure she'd leave me hanging. I'm so damn happy. What a time to be alive. Nice work, Edward. So Miss Sonia's gonna be my sister-in-law now. It's kind of a strange feeling, but I couldn't be happier. I'm happy for you. I gotta say though, somewhat interesting how like, without a legitimate event, we actually like, had dialogue advancement. I mean, it makes sense, but it's interesting that they did that. I don't think they've had a situation like that so far in the games. Somebody could obviously correct me, but I doubt anybody will. I heard about what happened at the park. Thanks to you guys, we were able to accomplish our objective. Taking custody of the Easterners who were missing, right? But it sounds like you had another objective too. Again, Lou's on the move after all. Considering ADs showing up in other countries, I bet Heiwei's gotten their hands on some intel. Sadly, I'm not privy to that sort of information. I'm not part of the Liu family after all. But be careful, you guys, especially if you plan on getting involved in the future. Right, he's not acting the same as usual. Yeah, something's clearly up, but she ain't gonna spill the beans. It's not like I know everything that's going on with Heiwei. It can be kind of frustrating if I'm being honest, but at the end of the day, my job's to obey the head of the family. So that we may overcome another era of great change. Ominous. This almond tofu is delicious. Was it some kind of pudding or something? The spices in this hot and sour soup really bring out the flavor too. It's really good. Yeah, it seems like the East and Centralies use different spices in their food. I'm just glad you like it. Wasn't sure you would. Thanks for bringing us to such a nice spot, Nate. Yeah, thanks, Uncle Nate. And his girlfriend. Nah, it's the least I could do, since the inspector's always helping me out. They're the ones who invited me. The least I could do is recommend a great restaurant. I still love how she doesn't even have a name. She's just Nate's girlfriend the whole time since the first game. Hehe, this place is really good. Yeesh, guy's charming as ever. Guess I feel a bit bad that I've been avoiding this place due to its connections. What's wrong, Papa? It's nothing, Giggy. Anyway, it's thanks to Nate we were able to eat at such a nice restaurant. You really are a family man, aren't you, Inspector? Even when you're about to be swamped at work. Making time for them when I still can's important. You better be ready to be busy yourself, you know. That is a very good point. I know Nate must have a lot going on right now, but he's still making time for me. Thanks for your patience. I'm sure I'll end up making you feel even more lonely in the upcoming days. Let's make sure we're making the most of the time we actually do spend together. Aw, you two are so sweet together. Hey, how's Papa at work? I mean, he's so nice to me. Is he nice to you too? Actually, your Pops is really scary at work, like a demon. Watch it. You better not go telling my daughter stuff she doesn't need to know. Adorable. Inspector Daswani really is a family man. Feels like he includes Nate in that too. I feel like they should have had this event at the front door rather than by the table. Though it's a little surprising to see him show up here. Got that right. Even if he did come on Nate's recommendation, it looks like the old inspector broadened his mind. I guess he'll do anything for his family first and foremost. I swear, just when I think you finally got your act together, you end up saying stuff like that. Aw, come on, Chief. These sorts of things are supposed to be nice and relaxed. That doesn't mean you can just tell my daughter whatever you want. Ahem. You're right, of course. As long as you stay in line, gatherings like this should be relaxed. Especially when we don't know how busy we're about to be. Enjoy yourself and recharge. That's why I invite you out in the first place. Chief, I can't believe those words are coming out of your mouth. What kind of person do you think I am? In any case, my family's here and so's your girlfriend. I'm not going to be a stick in the mud. Enjoy yourself, but don't embarrass yourself. If it isn't the Spriggan and his assistant. It's rare to see the two of you out patrolling that night together. You guys must be on edge after anything that happened tonight. I want to take some time to relax and get ready for what's to come. Make sure you don't have any regrets. Yes. Is it just me, or is he being nicer to us than usual tonight? Probably helps that he's with family. Now we've been through the ringer together too, so I'm sure he's looking at us in a different light. Gotta say, when the Chief invited me and my girlfriend to dinner, I was shocked. Guess this is his way of looking out for me. If that's the case, then I better be ready for what's to come. Nate was complaining about his boss, but he still went out of his way to tell him about this place. Whatever he says, it's clear at the end of the day that he respects him. Still, I am a little surprised to find out the inspector's such a family man. I'm really grateful that Nate suggested this place to my husband, even if my husband seems a little conflicted. Still, it doesn't change the fact that Nate brought us somewhere wonderful. This is Daddy's subordinate, right? But you still have to say thank you if he told you about this place, Daddy. That's right. Make him be nice to his subordinate.
Care for some popcorn?
Damn right. I went to see a movie for the first time in a long time, you see. When I got back to my stall, I was still half in tears. Sales went up like crazy. I even had a bunch of customers ask me which movie made me cry. Now people are calling this the morning market. At this point, I might as well lean into it and market it to all the cinephiles. What movie? My new churros have been doing way better than I expected, so I'm feeling pretty optimistic. Or even at working as effective advertising for Esprit Cinema. I couldn't be more pleased. What movies are playing? Barge right in. Huh. Kawanasha. Movies these days are just a bunch of nonsense made for making money. You can spot their flaws from a cellage away. That's how I used to think anyway, but after finally watching a few, I found them to be both ambitious and creative. Here's the thing though, I just want to feel that emotion I felt back when movies first started to come out. Some folks might think I'm just nostalgic for the past, but I want to feel enraptured again, down to my bones. Maybe I'll fill out a survey and ask the theater to do reruns of old classics. Classics from back in the day were fantastic. It's clear everyone's working behind the scenes was trying their best. For one film which followed much of the life of a financier, they even played her actual record. Movies back then were only in black and white, but let me tell you, they shook me to my soul. A financier, huh? Yeah, it's getting pretty late. Fortunately, I should head home. You know, people have been saying we might see a bunch of space movies next year. If that's true, then there's sure to be female astronaut characters. They could cast Judith or Nina. Oh my gosh, or what if we get Major Amelia playing herself? So excited. We're going to get all kinds of space movies. My imagination's going wild. Seriously, I'm sure it's taking a while. Is she still in the bathroom? I can't go home until Mom finishes up. That is definitely like a top 10 running NPC gag of this game. We started screening Shinobi Punk Izuyoi. Even though some people have been calling Orion Films movie problematic, it's been finding a local audience. It even did good numbers in Longport. It's certainly unique compared to other films. It's clearly inventive and nothing else. Is there even any new movies for us to watch? Truth be told, I've been getting questions from all over the continent about what it takes to run a movie theater. I feel like everyone everywhere wants to be able to screen films. It's been about 20 years since Orbo Films first debuted, and they are finally starting to spread to other countries. We might be looking at a continent-wide boom for the industry in the near future. Desperate Cinema has existed since the dawn of films, so we get a lot of questions from other companies. Some people even ask us to open a second branch in other countries. I don't know what we can do to help, but we may be seeing a huge movie boom in the near future.
Now where?
Movies, what's playing? New movie, huh? Might be a good idea to catch it while I'm still here if I'm gonna be away for a while. Would you like to take a break? I heard there's a movie theater in Anchorville, but a number of films are probably leaving theaters soon. So if there's someone you think might like to catch a movie, you should be sure to ask. Guess I'll take you up on that offer then. If there's anything you've been hoping to see, let me know. Will do.
Welcome.
Awakening of the flame.
So we have that.
I refuse to let anyone die.
Yeah, so we've seen everything. So we'll just skip Shinobi Punk Izuyoi. And obviously we're going to be taking on, yes. Movie critic. Then head into the theater with his company of choice, having decided to take a break from work. It is a cheesy action movie. Next scene. Oh, I'm not sure I've seen anything quite like that movie. Oh, and I mean that in a good way. It was very enjoyable. I was impressed with the action scenes and the drama. Yeah, the plot was pretty by the numbers, which might seem strange given how off the walls the setting was. His portrayal of Far Eastern culture is definitely a bit of a head-scratcher at first. But strange as it sounds, it suits the movie. Or rather, once you get partway through it doesn't even register anymore. I know what you mean. I think the setting was very well made. It seems to be perfectly consistent in its own logic. The more of it I watched, the more it drew me in. It had its own mysterious allure, that's for sure. But I gotta wonder if they could recreate that same allure if they made a film like this, but used a different culture. I kind of doubt that. Not sure how many other cultures would even mesh with the style I'm not sure how many other cultures would even mesh with this style all that well. Which means the Far East elements were a conscious decision here. This film might have more depth to it than I thought. I didn't expect to see Nikki Marcio, of all people, in a movie like this. Well, tonight it felt a little strange seeing her in it. That said, I think her performance is exactly what this movie needed. Give it the right amount of depth to complement its unique style. Yeah, Hinata was the crux of all the emotional drama, so it was important they got someone who could really nail her scenes. Considering how natural how natural Izuo and Kanata's relationship felt, I like to imagine Nikki did a fair amount of ad-libbing. The movie was pretty comedic throughout, but there was enough drama to make it take her seriously. Yeah, guess that's why people are saying you can't just dismiss it as a flashy popcorn flick with no substance. And Fisher work. Resume. I'm assuming we can actually see 2 movies, but why though? Do we actually have the 3 hours plus? Human game. Guess we'll drag Anya's to it again. I don't remember exactly what this was. It was sort of like the Most Dangerous Game type of deal, wasn't it? Can't exactly remember. Or was it Kaiji? Whatever it was. Squid Game and all that. Yeah. A game that exposes people's cruel natures as they lie and stab each other in the backs for Mira. If I had to put my feelings into words, I'd say the movie gave me chills. Almost reminded me of last year's Death Game. Well, I don't know if I'd say it was quite as praised as that old mess, but still sure ain't the kind of thing you'd want to get yourself mixed up in at any rate. The only reason we can sit there and enjoy it is because we know it's just a movie. True, I guess being a step removed from all the tragedies happening to the characters is what lets us enjoy this sort of guilty pleasure. We see the game play out from a bird's eye view and relish it in the spectacle, just like the hosts and spectators. Yeah, once you realize that's the perspective you're watching through, guilty pleasure is definitely the way to put it. They played a lot of different games, but I liked how many of them were psychological rather than luck-based. That's the kind of thrill only a movie could give you. Kind you can't get from your average round at the casino. For sure, in that world, human relationships, the trust and doubt between participants were treated like chips in a poker game. Definitely not the kind of stakes you'd see in any real-life wager. But hey, if real-life gambling was more like that, it'd be hard to imagine myself ever getting bored of watching. I bet it'd be fun to play in it too. Well, I could probably win the whole thing if I tried. Not what I expected you'd say. If you ask me, though, I'd steer clear of anything like that in the first place. Thanks for joining in the movie watching. And now, what are you two doing here? What movie did you see? My, look at this. Anya's fan. What are you two doing here so late? Don't tell me this is a date. Seeing as you're in school uniform, I guess not. And it's just on this nightly patrol, and he allowed me to accompany him. I'm the one who should be saying, look at this. You must have heard about what happened this evening. Using the theater instead of your restaurant to carry out your meeting is pretty sneaky. You've got it all wrong. Young Miss has simply invited me to a movie which we just finished. I heard the report from Risha. Away's already made its next move. And this isn't what we were talking about this morning. I only had him accompany me for a bit since we were both leaving the capital tomorrow. Shinobi Punk Izuoi was interesting, wasn't it? It featured a relationship between a hero and heroine that went beyond their traditional roles. Sigh. So romantic. Indeed. And the setting of the Far East in the near future featured remarkable craftsmanship, as did the script and acting. The action scenes even proved that both the hero and heroine were clearly experts. That said, the whole idea of chivalry and loyalty proved a little too sweet for my tastes. Oh, you. I'm sure it would be for a schemer like you. Good for you, Ashen. You're putting this fresh start to use with an active approach. I'm rooting for you. Thank you, Agnes. Gives me the courage to keep trying, as if they both don't know exactly what they're talking about. You should too. Maybe I'll send you an Asian-style mini-dress sometime. Well, as long as it's not too extreme, I'd be grateful for the gift. Okay. You and Sal were leaving the capital at the same time, huh? Sounds like Heiwei's pretty busy. Yeah, I've got my own business to attend to. Literally business related. That said, it's true we got a lot of stuff going on, officially and otherwise. Baba and Yeye should both be heading toward their respective destinations as we speak. About that, we saw Gin Lu, but we haven't seen much of Fan lately. Yeah, he's been hitting up a bunch of Kowloon Financial Bank branches around the country, plus other associated companies. Things have been pretty busy ever since the space program was announced. I see. Gin Lu is gonna be in the city until late. I assume he got business of his own? Yep, visiting an old friend of his. Seemed to me like he's got something else on his mind. But as far as that's concerned, there's not much else I can tell you. The members of the Liu family are acting on their own. Guess it ain't a surprise considering. Still, I can't help but be curious about what they're up to. Well, either way, I'm glad I got to see a movie with Sao before we had to go our separate ways. We might end up stuck in our respective positions and not get to see each other for a while. I hope you two can do your best so you don't have any regrets. Yes. I heard about what transpired in the Blacklight District and at the park. Seems you'll all now be heading out tomorrow, yes? Let's set aside the fact you know what we're up to in such detail. Guys making moves too? Yes, that is the plan, especially seeing as I couldn't be involved in today's events. And Fen is quite stimulated at the moment. Let me guess, because of the Gecko martial artist? Yishit did mention that he was a paragon of the martial arts. He is indeed, so it's unsurprising that Fen has been quite interested in him. Of course, he was just as interested in the other combatants who were present. Suffice it to say, we have many questions regarding these mysterious figures, who they are, where they're from, and so on. But it's the involvement of the masked martial artist that means Heiwei can no longer stand idly by. Which is to say we'll be investigating matters our way. Ellipses. In any event, I was happy to relax at Ashen's invitation. It's certainly been a while. And now I'm refreshed and ready to put everything I have into this investigation come tomorrow. So Sao is involved directly, specifically due to the fact that the guy was using Gekka martial arts. Oddly specific and quite interesting, honestly.
How about a delicious ice?
Because it most likely means that that odds are, at the very least, that he's Central Eastern. And also that he could be involved with Heiwei at some point. But who could he possibly be is the real question. Welcome. Ooh, getting a lot of business even this late at night. At this rate, launch date's gonna be insane. I'm a little worried. No, snap out of it. This is my chance to get everyone to try my special ice cream. But a ton of potential rivals will be setting up shop on the day of. I gotta do my best and sell. At this rate, there'll be more people in stalls than we had during the Revolution Festival. Yeah. Gotta show the world the ice cream. I'm guessing there's no forest PGs? Doesn't look there's any problem of note in the Tyrell District either, Is there something bothering you? Oh, is the Blacklight District on your mind, maybe? Yeah, actually. As you know, I don't normally accept forest PGs there, but after what happened today, I'm thinking about making an exception. I understand that. For they have their hands full, so they'd probably be grateful if we lent ours. That being said, there's no need to rush on over there. Those guys are tenacious with a capital T. We can go check in when we have the time. Blacklight District added to the travel menu.
Let's see what we got.
It was crazy.
Marielle's not here because she's still in Darbad. The current administration's going to host a massive ceremony on the day of the rocket launch. Important people from other countries are coming, and there's going to be a bunch of events held throughout the city. Naturally, the news crew's going to be very busy. I'll do everything I can to support them. Come to think of it, Marielle is out in Darbad on assignment. I'm sure she'll be running around covering things here when she gets back. Maybe I should look into when that'll be. Was it like the president of the Tyrell Times? I think her title is. She's not here. The editor-in-chief is leaving Long Lai to an upstart the day after tomorrow. He's definitely taking a risk. Editor-in-chief, that's what it is. Normally you'd want to give a story like this to a veteran reporter, but it is what it is. There's No denying we're understaffed now, anyway. I just hope this upstart doesn't hold me back. If I was editor-in-chief, well, maybe I shouldn't say more. I just hope these young reporters don't hold me back.
Let's have a look.
So, who's chilling up on the upper level there?
Please.
Let's have a look.
We'll have a look later on, yes. Oh, it's Coconut, Cronin, and the 2 students from Artemis that are trying to get their manga created. Now that I've finished writing a letter to my husband, I think I'll write a letter to my parents back in Alsheim too. Everyone back home seems really interested in the Republic and the upcoming rocket launch after all. I want to let them know how life is here, how Lolo's doing. There's so much to write about. Mom looks like she's having so much fun. I know she said Dad probably won't be home for the rocket launch, but at least she won't feel lonely now that she's sending letters. I know, I'll write a letter to Dad too, and to Earl and Rooney. Edith and indeed the entire Republic are going to be in a partying mood the day after tomorrow. But the people behind the scenes must have a huge number of obligations. It's up to us to provide them a place where they can relax in comfort. We can't just ask them about the particulars of their jobs. But I can offer them the best drinks in the house when they make it back from their mission safe and sound. Some people came by to see the owner a little bit ago. They were siblings working for a government agency. I think they were relatives of the owner? Siblings working for some government agency. The only ones I can think of would be Kayla and Cody, I think his name was. They said they had a mission, but they seemed kind of sad. Do you think they're going somewhere? Yeah, I think it was them. So they're related to the owner or whatever, or maybe they were friends or something. I don't know. Anyway, big conversation. Surprised you managed to revise so much in a single night. Your prior proposal was so eccentric, it lost sight of what it was trying to be. But this is a proper story, and it's original to boot. Yeah, this is genuinely interesting. Really? Would it be possible to submit this for the Comic Award? But the zombie heroine isn't really landing for me. She lacks something in terms of both looks and personality. Impressiveness, maybe? I knew you would have excellent insight. Like in Bravely Legends, a masterful piece requires charming characters. If you're satisfied with just an honorable mention, this would work just fine. But you're both trying to do this full time, right? Of course. I'll redraw this as many times as I need to make that happen. I'll do whatever it takes, too. Everything's been tightened up quite nicely, and the idea itself is pretty fun. Oh, I know, I can also... Miss Coconut? Have you had a flash of inspiration? I think for the final chapter of Bravely Legends... I'm gonna make Mia the ultimate antagonist. What? But isn't Mia Kira's little sister? Yeah, she's been kidnapped by the bad guys countless times. Right, but in reality, Mia died when she was a baby 10 years ago during the crisis. That was when Arkham's thoughts flowed into her body. And Nebula didn't realize that the true villain had fused with Mia herself. She's just writing her story on a whim, like any great mangaka. Mia, huh? Now that I think about it, she did display some insane strength every now and then. Is that why the current leader of Nebula kept going after her? He was the only one involved back when Dark Akira awakened too. No way she's going to tie it all together so perfect just like that. Yeah, really does have an incredible imagination. What a beast. You knew you could do it, Miss Coconut. It was worth the supporting you all this time. As a person who's made a D&D campaign over the last 4 years, I have done that more than my fair share of times, so I totally feel that. As the campaign is actually wrapping up into like its final arc, basically. I don't know if... I know we don't compare to Miss Coconut, but I'm still glad our efforts were recognized. The only question is, what she would do to have more charming characters. Miss Coconut is a genius, plain and simple. But we've got strength of our own. Even if we're just regular guys, we won't give up. I've been struck by inspiration, but this chapter is probably going to take a whole year to write. The art has to be real hardcore the whole time, too. Since it's the finale, this is going to be a pain. I love these characters so much. Sigh. What should I do? Miss Coconut, as your editor, I promise I'll stick by you to the very end. I hate that he's going to be even more annoying than usual. But I do rely on him for a lot. Sigh. Guess it is what it is. I knew that you would pull through, Miss Coconut. In any case, the final chapter and at the end of our hiatus are now in sight. Let's capitalize on the film's success and make an announcement. So excited. Time to sprint to the finish line. Together, we'll give it 200%. Adam and Kira and the others will be able to keep up with us. She's gonna rush the ending, isn't she? Huh. Looks like this video's going viral. Is it about a celebrity? Oh, it's with you. Oh, that's a surprise. I never thought idols would get to be such a big deal. The video's pretty rough, but you can tell a lot of passion went into making it. Wonder it's gone viral. Looks like they're doing a street concert right now. Maybe I'll go check it out. Idols are still relatively unknown, but With You's definitely been doing a lot to bring them to the forefront. Still, in terms of popularity, Vega's definitely a step ahead. Both groups are actually from the same agency. I can't say I know what's going on behind the scenes, but this video could end up putting them on equal footing. As someone in the business, I'm fascinated by how things will develop. I think I saw a person walking around. Yeah. Caught ya. I saw a strange car zoom by over that way earlier today. The person behind the wheel had this vacant look like they were totally out of it. The people driving the next couple of vehicles had the same face. Wonder what was going on. It's not like the news reported any crashes or anything after that, so maybe I was just imagining things. Good job. The cover-up worked. There's not really anybody here, is there? Yeah. I wonder if the students are all on break after exams. Say, did you have any great spots for cutting class in the student council? Cutting class? Well, I do know a good place to relax. Adele was actually the first to find it before Ren took a liking to it. Whenever we'd go shopping for the student council, we'd always get tea and drag Albert along with us. I remember they were deciding on sweets during the Academy Festival. Didn't that Albert guy have a part-time job at the bookstore? Seems like something happened, but it'd probably be rude to ask. Yes? Nah, it's nothing. Anyway, besides her trip to Anchorville, looks like Ren's days in exchange student are over. It'll be lonely without her, huh? Yes, I think so too. Even that might be an understatement. It's not like we won't be able to chat when we like thanks to long-distance orbital networks. If there was something like the garden, then we'd be able to meet like we're in person. It'll be a long time before something like that hits the public sector. There's no doubt we'll be able to connect in the future in all sorts of ways. Might make the world feel smaller than it actually is, but the reverse is true too. Yes, and that's why it's important I see the world for myself. As a matter of fact, I'm actually planning on going to Lebreau with Odette and the others. I heard that Ren's hometown is a very pretty and charming place. Though I am still quite busy, it might have to wait for another 3 years. Huh. Sounds like fun. I only passed through once for a job, but it really was a beautiful place. Oh, and when you do go, make sure to grab me some delicious sweets. There was never any question about what souvenir to get for you. But what if you came with me? Huh? I mean, Fairy and Arrow would come too, since they haven't been to Liberal either. I was thinking we could make it another business trip for our great solutions or something. Travel abroad is costly, and Liberal's roads aren't exactly fit for cars. Though Rendons tell me vehicles are becoming more commonplace there, and their infrastructure was getting better. And I hope you'll consider it. Alright, we've done basically everything we have to do in the Tyro district. Time to move on. Where to next on your nightly schedule? Grand Circuit. I didn't have a chance to check it out yesterday, so I gotta make up for it. The GR Championship's supposed to be tonight, so expect it to be pretty lively. I see. Sounds good. I think that one place was by the Grand Circuit, too. The Ferris wheel? Also, didn't we also have the Blacklight District? We did. Shen. And San. Oh yeah, they were siblings. Forgot about that. Wait, you're going to Long Lai? Wasn't it a gag where Shen was like he wasn't like a new guy. They always just put him on crappy jobs. So he never got like his name out there. Pretty funny how the senior reporters getting snobby that they're sending him, even though he's been with the company longer than Muriel. Does that mean you got to see the rocket launch up close? I'm so jealous. Look, it's not a vacation. Besides, my job booked my room, so it's not like I can just bring you with me. Huh? No, I wouldn't want to go with you anyway. I'd rather make it a day trip with Marilyn. Oof. Right. Just thought I'd let you know that I'm heading out tomorrow is all. Why is my little sister always like this? I guess it's fine, but it does make me a little sad. Sigh. Guess I'll just throw myself into my work. I mean, I could watch the launch via stream, so it's not like I have to go to Long Lai. Marilyn actually invited me to watch it with her at Peter's talent agency. Apparently they got a room that has super good audio. I don't have a clue how Marilyn found that out, but maybe we'll watch the launch that way. Alright, where's... Oh. I was gonna say, where's the criminal? But it's obviously in the theater. Time to do the rounds. Hey, what's wrong, Kageyoshi? Meow. What is it? You seem like you're in a sour mood. Does he hate me now or something? He won't even look at me. Wrong, Kageyoshi. Going by yourself is so sad. Besides, what's he looking at? Yeah, we know. I believe that's everything. Are we able to teleport to the waterway? Because the healing thing is there. Oh no, it's not a healing thing. My brain is assuming it's the same icon when it's not.
Let's do this.
Probably need to just save and call it a night. It is getting pretty late, isn't it? Yeah, it's 12:07. This ain't exactly part of my normal route, but I couldn't help swinging by. Yeah, I've been thinking about the attack that just happened here, too. It looks like they've already started repairs. People here are resilient. I don't normally pick up any 4 SPGs here, but might as well take a look around. Yes, maybe we can lend them a hand with something. What's this? 18 times the fish caught.
Chalk one up.
Didn't even see the icon. But, yeah. Pretty late, feeling tired, so we'll just call it tonight. So, till next time, have a good night.